Hey guys, how's it going again? Got another game to be casted for you guys. This one is from Dota 2 subreddit. It was sent in by Magicster, so he's clearly playing the Dazzle in this game. So hopefully you guys like this one. Before I start, remember I'd appreciate any feedback. If you could follow, like, comment. You can send me a tweet at Zambrella101 what you thought. It'd be great. Anyway, let's get on with this now. Here we go. So on the Radiant side, we have Magicster, just like I said, playing the Dazzle. We have Hello Gary playing the Bounty Hunter, PKKO on the Puck playing the On Land Kid, playing the Juggernaut, and some guy playing Invoker. On the Dire side, we have Eraser playing the Sand King. We have Ty on the Phantom Assassin, Diadara on the Zeus, Jax Teller, looks like it's going to be an offlane Clinks, and Triangle playing Witch Doctor. So it looks like we've got a standard tri-lane setups, although we'll have probably a roaming Bounty Hunter because that's how we play him at the moment. This is a very high skill game apparently, so hopefully some big ass players coming along. What's this nice fancy non-mortal, the Arcana. Looks very fancy. Eating that tree, so that kind of makes you harder to see if you're standing in certain positions. They do know the PA is exactly there as Invoker walking up. He's just going to right click the Phantom Assassin, so you know what's going on here. And it looks like it's going to be bot rune, definitely going to go Radiant side, but it looks like we're going to have a fight up here at the moment, although Bounty Hunter is invisible, distracting, well, the other heroes distract him, and he actually manages to get the rune here, so that's 2 runes going the Radiant side. Very happy with that trade, getting that extra level, half a level on Bounty Hunter can be very important. Speed up that level 2, making his roaming even more painful. So it's an off-lane Puck, a mid-Invoker, and a farming Juggernaut on the Radiant side, with a support Dazzle and what will probably be a roaming Bounty Hunter who's going to place an Observer Ward. We'll have the standard tri-lane though on the Dire side. Phantom Assassin, although I guess Sand King do a bit of the jungling, went for those fast boots. The Witch Doctor to be helping out, supporting this Phantom Assassin in the mid lane. Diadara will be up against, playing Zeus up against Invoker. Invoker has a very low win rate in the professional scene anyway. And Clinks will be the off-lane hero, currently played a lot in the carry role, as we see Witch Doctor maybe in a bit of trouble here as Bounty Hunter. Gonna right-click him down, try and body block up the Witch Doctor, but that cask, such a powerful tool in stopping what could have been first blood, although we see a possible orb in from Puck. This is a bit dangerous, so no orb now, and that's actually a single stun by the Sand King. Bounty Hunter getting low, they didn't quite kill off the Witch Doctor. This is a dangerous position for the Radiant to be in now. Puck does have an orb, gonna try and jaunt down after the stun. Is there? 15 hit points, just about surviving, but they still didn't finish off this Witch Doctor. Bounty Hunter invisible, no sentry wards on the side of the Dire. And very action-packed so far, but this will force... Oh, Bounty Hunter's actually going to salve up, but this forces the Puck all the way back to base. Still only that level 1. So it's going to be tricky. We see, actually, the Radiant side. This creep wave pushing in. Clink's going to get nearly level 3 off of this. Which probably will be level 3. Nearly level 3. Yeah, very nearly level 3 off of that creep wave. So he's quite happy being up against. In fact, he can harass the Juggernaut quite a lot now that the Dazzle is pulling. But kind of needs to be done. Juggernaut does already have the PMS, so he's pretty tanky. He's got 4 armor plus a fair bit of damage block. Stop quite a bit of damage from the Clinks. This Bounty Hunter here is hit level 3, managed to sap a fair bit of experience. Whereas this Puck still only level 1. Poor guy, Bounty Hunter. Puts down Observer Ward. The Sand King might have seen this, I don't know, but this means no more pulls coming the way off the Dire side. Or for the Dire. Yeah, Clinks hit that level 3 now. 2 levels in Searing Were hit arrows. Has Dazzle got the Invis rune? I don't really know what you can do though against this Clinks. Maybe harass him with some Poison Touch and some right clicks. Yeah, here he comes. The Juggernaut going to try and go after them, but there's no sentry wall, so they can't see him. So both sides with some elusive, invisible heroes. As we look at the last hits, Juggernaut doing very well. Phantom Assassin has been kept back a fair bit though, so hasn't managed to get all those last hits. And as you'd expect, Zeus getting decent amount of CS in this mid lane up against the invoker. But invoker doing well for himself as well. We'll go for that Midas. Looks like he's gone for the Quas exhort build. So we're looking at Sunstrikes, Forge Spirits, that sort of stuff. The Meteor, Deafening Blast. Lots of fun combos to be had there. Now, how likely is this Witch Doctor going to be able to get his ultimate off? Because there is a fair amount to cancel that. There's Zeus. Oh no, wrong side. So we have a lot of spells from the Invoker. He's got, you know, many stuns, many disables in his arsenal. We got the Shuriken. We have Puck with the Silence, and the Dream Coil. Okay, well, that's about it for now. But it could be interesting. Positioning is going to be very key for him. And I look forward to seeing when this Bounty Hunter hits that level 6. Might go roam. I feel like he could go. Probably could roam mid quite easily. And they could get a kill on Invoker, even though he's not level 6, doesn't have that track. You don't need to have that track. It's Clinks with the DD rune coming mid, Invoker sensing this, probably. In fact, they didn't have a rune to spot this out, a ward to spot this out. I know they did, this one here. So they would have seen the Clinks pick that up. So Invoker doing the smart thing, sitting back, nearly that level 6, although not the biggest deal for an Invoker. Considering he doesn't really have an ultimate. Zeus will be level 6 very shortly, so maybe we'll see some ganks. This is what the power of the Clinks and Zeus. Their ganking abilities is really strong. And the Clinks, you normally find you can get like 2-3 right clicks off before the enemy hero runs away, uses a defensive ability or something like that, and then the Zeus ultimate comes in and finishes them off. Really powerful ganking tool there. So we see Clinks having to go and visit the Sentry Ward is put down along with the level 1 Poison Touch. The spin's coming out from Juggernaut as a level 2 spin, but the Clinks just too speedy. Level 1 Poison Touch slow is not strong enough. So we're still 0 for 0, no first bloods. Although that top lane, oh, that's a nice invisible from Bounty Hunter. Although they can see him, there's the Sentry Ward right down. Bounty Hunter in a lot of trouble. There is the Malediction. I'm going to take him down a little bit because he did take quite a lot of damage. But he's going to be fine. He does still have 3 tangos plus a PMS. This Puck hasn't quite got the levels, and Clinks Clinks, after he tried going roaming, has missed out on quite a lot of experience. So the Puck level 3, whereas Clinks level 4. What skill build has the Puck decided to go for? Oh yeah, 1-1-1 build, pretty standard. Bounty maxing out Shadow Walk for now. I think maxing Shuriken Toss is definitely much better on a position 4. I mean, it does cost quite a lot of mana. The mana cost does go up, but he's not even really needing it at the moment. Fade time not making a big difference, really. There we go, level 6 on the Zeus. But once again, both teams quite happy just to farm up at the moment. Not wanting to do any more ganking or anything like that, as Dazzle pulled the creep wave down. He's going to have to do a double pull very quickly if he's going to try and succeed on this, but I don't think he's going to quite manage it. Has to get the... yeah, not going to happen. Bounty Hunter being pinged out at the moment, I think. As Sanking in the jungle. So yeah, haven't really talked much about him, but he's got that level 2 Sandstorm now, which makes farming these camps a lot easier. Looks like Bounty Hunter going to try and steal this last hit from the Satyr. Clinks rotating in the mid lane. If that will lead to anything. Bounty Hunter walking in the Zeus ultimate at the perfect time. Invoker, this is what I was talking about. The ganks coming out from the Clinks, and that is first blood going the way of the Zeus. In fact, the Zeus ultimate did a lot of damage to the Bounty Hunter as well, along with the Burrow Strike. I don't even know if they knew that Bounty Hunter was there. The Sand King know the Bounty Hunter was there, but that is your first blood. That is the Invoker going down to the Zeus. So Zeus definitely got the advantage now in this lane.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But on the bottom lane, this is a big push coming in from the Radiant side. There's a lot of sustain. The healing ward, well, it's not leveled up at the moment, but Dazzle got level 2 Shadow Wave as Sand King coming to try and defend what he can. Clinks got some right clicks. Tries for the deny, but doesn't quite get it. Juggernaut not really worried about that level 2 Sandstorm, as he's got Omni Slash as well. He can only really use that if the Clinks doesn't have his invisibility, which is quite unlikely. But he might be able to time right. Zeus looking to get this top rune at the moment. It's going to be a DD for him as the bounty spawns bottom. Sand King, that's going to be boosting him up as well. Close to that level 6, close to that Blink Dagger. Puck dodging. Phantom Assassins Stifling Dagger, which is level 3. Is this normal? I swear normally you level up the Blink Strike. Or the Blur. No, maybe I'm wrong. I have not played Phantom Assassin in such a long time, so I'm going to bow down to this guy's knowledge of the hero, Phantom Assassin. I mean, the dagger's great for the slow. The last hitting power, pretty handy as well. Looking over at the CS, Juggernaut well in the lead. Nearly twice the amount of this PA. Very surprising, because I don't really feel like the PA has been particularly contested. I mean, there has been the Bounty Hunter, which has been a bit of a pain. It still surprises me quite a lot. This Juggernaut soaring ahead with 48 last minutes at 9 minutes. Klink's going invis, maybe trying to bait out the Omni Slash. If you see a rotation in from the Dazzle into this top lane, Puck is pretty low, uses the stick charges though, which is, she has a lot of them thanks to that dagger being spammed out. Maybe they can try and get a kill on either the Witch Doctor or the Phantom Assassin, both very good kills. But Puck, they don't have the lockdown just yet, as there is no Dream Coil. Dazzle just sticking around maybe until Puck has that level. How's the Invoker doing? Saving up a fair bit of gold. Whether he'll go for that Midas or not, we'll wait and see. Zeus got Thundergod's Wrath up as well. Sticks. I'm quite surprised that the Invoker hasn't actually got a magic stick just yet. Obviously great against the Zeus, because every time he spams that out you get a point of it. Oh, here comes the aggression. Bounty Hunter maybe in a little bit of trouble here, and so is Puck. Getting stunned up, maledicted up as well, but here comes Dazzle just in case. But no, doesn't quite get the grave off, but this is a kill on the Phantom Assassin. Well worth the trade of the off-lane Puck at the moment, and Sand doesn't really seem to be bothered what's going on at the moment, because there is nothing he can do. So Puck for your Phantom Assassin, plus the Zeus ultimate used, is a trade the Radiant will be happy to take, leveling up at 2-all, 10 minutes into this game. Sand King coming in now onto the Bounty Hunter. Where are the Sentry Wards? There is a Sentry Ward a bit further away. The Malediction on the Bounty Hunter, but it's not really going to do any damage. The TP in from the Puck. Fortunately, didn't get any experience from that PA kill. And the Invoker actually killed off the Zeus here. Cold Snap and Forged Spirits. Zeus just couldn't really do anything about that, it looked like. This is going to be Invoker at 2,000 gold. He could probably go for that 4-staff as well. Clinks though, they're merging onto this Invoker. Invoker in a lot of trouble as the Clinks plus the PA comes onto him. He's got no time to react. Clinks did get a little bit low here, but he could just invisibility himself away. And he'll be just fine as Phantom Assassin trying to farm up. Although we see in the top lane the Bounty Hunter doing some work here as Bounty Hunter gets a kill on the Sand King and a Witch Doctor. A double kill, giving him his level 6. I wonder if those were track kills. There's not really any way of knowing, but killing off the Sand King and the Witch Doctor. Very good there. The Dream Coil wasn't even used, don't even know if they had it. Meanwhile, Juggernaut farming away nicely, got this Sanj. Maybe building that into an S and Y. He's been pretty much free farming. Zeus tries to come and contest him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Phantom Assassin with this Perseverance, probably going for that Battle Fury. Not such a common build anymore, but it does give you the extra boost in farming ability if you need to. She's wrapping around, she's invis. They don't know that she's here. Can she try and kill any one of these heroes though? Probably not, as they go underneath their tier 2 tower. Tier 1 tower even. Juggernaut hiding very carefully at the tree as this invisible Clinks maybe looking to try and do something. Although they're going to jump on this Zeus. The Juggernaut wrapping around here. He has the Omni Slash. There are no creeps to help him survive at the moment. They throw out the Omni Slash. Actually, he dodges the Zeus ultimate as well because he is invulnerable during the Omni Slash period. And that's such some track gold go in the way of Bounty and Juggernaut. Whether Clinks will actually be able to get a pick off here is another matter. Bounty Hunter has the invisibility. Juggernaut has Healing Ward and actually no mana for spin in the top lane. I know, mid lane get destroyed by the Invokers. That's an extra gold injection for the whole team, plus these bounty track kills. If we look over at the gold, I would expect to see the Radiant well in the lead, and we do. But this top lane being down, the Witch Doctor nearly going down. The Dream Coil coming in doesn't quite catch out this Witch Doctor, as that might have been the target for Puck as well. Although Sand King is going to go down here and silence up onto the Phantom Assassin. Nice phase shift coming out from Puck. He's going to stay alive with the help of Dazzle coming in with those heals, that Shadow Wave. So some more kills going the way of the Radiant side.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
And the tower denied. That's going to really hurt for the Dire side. Klink's trying to get something done here, but can't go on the dazzle because he'll just heal himself. He's got some dust as well. Invoker may be in some trouble here at the wraparound from the Klinks. Invoker thinks he can go on the Phantom Assassin, but little did he know there was the Klinks in a lot of trouble. Phantom Assassin probably going to go down to the last 2 hits of these Forge Spirits, so it is a 1-for-1 trade. Not the trade that the Invoker was looking for, but a trade nonetheless. Showing you the power of what the Invoker can do in this early game. Oh, Phantom Assassin, why couldn't they see him? Was he not in? He probably wasn't invis. Track up on the Witch Doctor. 3 of the Radiant heroes now in this top lane. Witch Doctor got to be very careful not to get too aggressive here. But oh, nice cast! But this Witch Doctor in a lot of trouble. The Shuriken coming through, finishing him off, and Dazzle with the Grave upon himself will keep himself. Oh, it doesn't keep him for life, as the Maledict did take him down though at the last second. Plus the Witch Doctor ultimate, not the Witch Doctor, the Zeus ultimate. Thunder God's Wrath finishing him off. Still. These trades are good because of the track bonus gold. You trade a support for a support, but the enemy support has the track. You're happy to take that as the bounty hunter. Zeus with the point boost, it looked like he's going to work his way towards the Aghanim Scepter. Juggernaut invis. No mana for his ultimate though, so he's got to be really careful how long. No, he's not even anywhere close to it. He's just going to right click down the Zeus. Zeus actually misses the Thunderbolt as well. Now the spin coming out from Juggernaut. Phantom Assassin waiting up on the high ground, and Juggernaut smartly backing himself up. But now, can the Phantom Assassin does decide to go in on the Juggernaut for this backup. In from the Dazzle, uses the Poison Touch onto the Phantom Assassin. The Burrow Strike missing as Juggernaut makes himself away, nearly getting that kill on Zeus due to a bit of a mistake from the Zeus. If he had mana for the Omni Slash, he would have been okay. But now that we see Juggernauts not go into stats so much, we don't quite have the mana for the Omni Slash. Oh, Phantom Assassin getting right-clicked, or trying to be right-clicked from the Bounty Hunter. That level 1 blur carrying that Phantom Assassin to safety. We see Witch Doctor with Phase Boots. Very interesting choice. And we also see no level heal matching the Maledict. I don't agree with this at all. I could, fine, Phase Boots, whatever. It gives you extra move speed, extra damage. But maxing Maledict over the Paralyzing Cask, which can be so strong, so incremental is. Well, okay, we see Jax Teller here on the Klinks get a kill, but yeah, it can be, like I was saying, those casks can just be so, I can't even remember what the word I'm looking for is now, but important for getting a kill. Juggernaut running away. Oh, the Witch Doctor does the right thing and goes towards the creeps. Maledict ultimate used very quickly. In comes the Sunstrike though. Couple this with the Omni Slash. He's going to go down, but I think Juggernaut, because of the max Maledict, I'm going to be eating my own words here. Help him gets the kill there. Still, I think maxing the cask much better than like going the 402 is fine. He doesn't even have any points in the heal, which not essential. Sanking doesn't have the blink dagger. He's just going to use the epicenter onto the Dazzle. Dazzle has the grave. He could just TP out if he wanted to. He doesn't have a TP though. Going to have to use his heal up now. Sanking the TP support coming in from the rest of the team. The Yules up plus the Sunstrike coming in, Invoker finishing the kill, the track gold, and the final right click coming in from Hello Gary on the Bounty Hunter. So it was a nice try from the Sand King, just a little over ambitious, I'd say. So Invoker went for the Yules, that means he can land his combo with some ease. Klinks look like he's going for the Orchid. Not far off of that. Zeus pretty close to the Axe. Actually, it looks like Juggernaut's going for that Silver Edge. Very good against the PA because of the break mechanic, stops the evasion, the passive evasion of Blur from working, meaning the right clicks come in freely. No mischance there, my friend. And there's the Blink Dagger finish for the Sand King. Maybe a little bit late, could have had that earlier if he did a bit more stacking and spent his time mostly in the jungle, but it's okay. He has died a fair bit as well. Here comes the combo from the Invoker. Actually, it doesn't quite come out in time as we see the dust revealing the Sand King, but there's the support coming in from the Klinks, who was disarmed for a little bit here, but that's Dazzle going down as Invoker quickly scubbers out. The Puck coming in as well, wants to join this fight. Witch Doctor with the phase boots and a DD actually has really significant right-click damage as we see Puck hiding in the tree line. Can orb out in just a sec, actually blinks out. That's a blink for him as well at the moment. I think they know the Clinks is here. Who's nearly finished the Orchid, just a couple hundred more go for the recipe, and here comes the ultimate from the Zeus. They want to try and kill off this Invoker or the Puck. In fact, there might be a bit of actually, Puck's just going to get killed off here by the Clinks for now. And then the Invoker looks like to be the next target, but Phantom Assassin taking a lot of damage from the right click of the Invoker plus the Forge Spirit. The minus armor dealing a fair amount of extra damage there as the Invoker walks back into the cast, but only a level 3 cast, so there's not that many bounces. This Clink's now invisible, maybe looking for this Invoker. He has the Strafe once again available to him, but there's too many heroes around. The Dazzle come in with the heal for the Invoker. So this Witch Doctor might be the target. The next target anyway. Oh, King Bounty Hunter get the track on. Clinks, no, not quite. Not sure if he saw him, but oh dear, Witch Doctor, you are in some trouble. He uses the dust to reveal the Bounty Hunter. It doesn't really lead to anything as Clinks. In fact, 4 heroes of the Radiant side up in this top lane. Although Juggernaut now moving back to the mid lane as he has the completed Silver Edge, so he can be pretty active around the map now, and the Dire definitely need to make sure they have sentry wards down.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So they take the top tower now as Puck going in against the Sand King. The Sand King just going to get away. Fine, no problem at all. Bounty Hunter. So many invisible heroes, sentry wards, dust. This is where Zeus becomes really powerful. Juggernaut looking for the kill on Phantom Assassin, but there was the... Ooh, they used the dust. They're going to try and find this Juggernaut. Juggernaut silenced up. Was that an Orchid? That was the finished Orchid in use, although Juggernaut spinning away, trying to get out. One more right click from some hero somewhere. Oh, yeah, here comes the blink in from the Sand King. And the Zeus ultimate finishing off the Bounty Hunter. Actually, Phantom Assassin got the Bounty Hunter, but the Zeus finishing off the Juggernaut. 2 big kills for the Dire side. Bringing them a bit more into this game as Puck actually might have orbed into the wrong place. At the wrong time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See all 5 Dire heroes in the bottom lane, so what do the Radiant do? They push this top lane. It looks like they might even get this tower uncontested. There is the fortification if that wants to be used. But no, it doesn't. That's a free tower. That's really significant. So PA has the Battle Fury finished, can now farm up jungle creeps pretty quickly. And lane creeps. Puck should have this tread soon. These Clinks and Bounty Hunter mirroring each other. Both invisible, both got reasonable right click, and both going for that Orchid build. Great against the Zeus or stopping the Sand King, who inevitably won't get the BKB for a very long time now. Juggernaut once again looking for someone with the Silver Edge. This is not a farming item, this is a fighting item. You have to be careful. Zeus pretty much got that axe. So we're 16 for 12, 21 minutes into the game. Look over at the graphs. 2,000 XP advantage for the Radiant. 3,000 gold. We'll look over at the net worth. We do see the Juggernaut, and oh, here comes the epicenter from the hidden Sand King. Nicely done there with the Zeus ultimate. They get the pick off on the Dazzle straight away. A good target to get. Bounty Hunter on the backlines in a little trouble. But here comes Juggernaut now. Got the Omni Stash, but he's orchided up, so he can't do anything and trapped out. A 3 for 1. The Clinks does finally go down, but that's some big kills for the Dire side once again. A little overextension there from the Radiant, thinking they could do too much. The epicenter coupled with the Zeus ultimate, a big part. I'd love to see a pipe come out on the Radiant side. They really need one. I think that would have been, this is the territory for Dazzle to get one, but he's not going to be able to farm up that quickly.
Radiant's middle tower.
This is mid tower now, getting attacked by... into, yeah. And in fact, the top 3 net worth heroes are still the Radiant, and funnily enough, the Clinks ahead of the PA. Considering the PA had free farm, but I guess, you know, it takes a while to get that Battle Fury, but now she has the Battle Fury. Should be able to farm up a lot more. As the tower goes down, not too much trouble there. Blink out from the Sand King, who is pretty low. Does Invoker go for the Sunstrike? Sand King hiding very carefully in the tree, very close to the Invoker, which the Invoker clearly didn't see there. PA gonna find herself a DD rune now.
Double damage.
What's on her career? Morbid Mask. Guess go for the Helm of the Dominator or the Vlads or something. It's now with the DD. Definitely farm up this ancient stack. It's a triple stack here actually, so pretty decent. With the help of Witch Doctor's heal, we'll take this without any trouble at all. Yeah, we see the highest net worth is the Bounty Hunter. This is the power of track. This is the power of the roaming Bounty Hunter. Something you have to be very careful about. So Puck with the Stuff of Wizardry, probably going for Yules. Dazzle's found himself a fair bit of farm actually. Got himself a Medallion and Arcanes. And we'll now be working towards what I can only assume will be a Glimmer Cape with that cloak. Although, like I said, actually a Pike would be fantastic. I wouldn't have minded like seeing Invoker go for that or something, but he's decided to go for that Yule Scepter. Here comes the Zeus Ultimate Bounty Hunter caught out in a dangerous position. He is ordered up, but here comes a Shallow Grave. This could be enough, and that's a lovely thing. Dream Coil in. The meteor flying through, sorry about that. Killing off both the PA and the Zeus, two of the biggest cores. I didn't see what happened there, what was so funny. But the Bounty Hunter does fall as well though. So that's a big kill going on the side of the Dire. So he was killed off by the Witch Doctor, so he's actually going to have got a pretty good injection of gold there. As we see Clinks now going on to the Orchided Puck, but Dazzle, Witch Doctor now in a lot of using the ultimate onto the Dazzle. Dazzle used the Shallow Grave, but is it going to be enough to keep himself alive? It is not. So it looked like, although the Radiant won that first fight, two of their heroes went down just a second later. Juggernaut using that Silver Edge now goes onto the Sand King. Sand King taking the extra bonus damage in one last right click is enough. This is boosting Juggernaut into this game. He's got 2600 gold. I wonder what his next item will be for. Maybe a Skadi. Maybe some Lifesteal, an S&Y. I doubt that would be an S&Y. With the Orb of Venom, probably looking into this as, you know, wow, this is a... Actually, that was an ultimate used from the Juggernaut, getting very aggressive. The Tornado flying through, trying to finish off the Witch Doctor, and he does finally go down, but Invoker in a lot of trouble here. Yules himself up. Juggernaut got no mana. The Clink's coming through, gets a double kill, and Juggernaut just wants to get this kill on Zeus. He just wants to crit, but it's not enough. Once again, this overextension from the Radiant side, very costly. Clink's now third position on the net worth. 3100 gold in the bank. Hero levels. Okay, we can safely say net worth pretty even at the moment. In fact, the Dire have an XP advantage now. Okay, it's Batman. Puck here, yeah. Going for that Yules, not too far from it either at the moment. So it's a full Necro 3 now for Invoker. They got some pretty decent push with the Dazzle to heal everyone up, and the Invoker with the Forge Spirits plus the Necro units can deal with some significant damage. Zeus trying to scout out any observers as they might be looking to take the Roshan now as PA even, walking into the Roshan pit. So she went for the Helm of the Dominator. Now with the Ogre Club, I imagine will be a BKB. She's soloing this with ease at the moment. Whether the Radiant know this is happening though, they might guess, but I don't think they know at all. Sand King actually went invisible, but it's going to get purged off from the Tornado coming through. Yules up in the air, but wait. Oh, Sand King's own Yules. I was like, why didn't he take any damage? But the Yules gives him enough time for the Blink to come off of cooldown. Zeus pumping the ultimate there, but not actually firing out at the moment as the Radiant going high ground. But here comes the Sand King with the Epicenter, plus the Thunder God's Wrath, absolutely destroying the Bounty Hunter at the moment. And we see the PA PA fighting up against the Necro units. Invoker is now in a dangerous position, jumping in though, but here comes the Juggernaut with the Omni Slash, finishing off the PA. That's 1-for-1 at the moment, but the Witch Doctor ultimate flying through does some serious damage. Invoker with the haste rune in a lot of trouble. Yules, actually it wasn't Yules, it himself up, there was a Sand King Yules. That's 4-for-1 now. What was looking like an even trade looks going to be a full team wipe. 5 heroes down on the Radiant side, only the PA dying, and maybe the Dire now want to look to finish off this Roshan. What the PA first tried to do. That Zeus ultimate coupled with the Sand King ultimate doing a lot of damage. Yeah, a lot of damage coming in from Clinks now. He's got the ultimate orb. Either going for a Hex is pretty interesting, but a possible option.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, Scotty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
This Roshan will belong to the Dire. Zeus getting bashed up. Got to be a little bit careful, but he's alright. Ages going the way of Clinks. He's now level 17. His net worth soaring up high as he's been doing a lot of work this game. I'm not sure I like the Silver Edge pickup. Is with an Invis hero already on a team, the other team ready to deal with this invisibility. But, I mean, it is great against the PA, so I completely understand why he got it. So this is very hard for him to get his ultimate off. The only heroes he can really guarantee get his ultimate off on are the Witch Doctor and the Zeus, because they don't have an escape mechanism. But PA can blink to a creep if there's one around. Sand King, go invisible with the Sandstorm, and also has a Yule Scepter. He's pretty fat now. Clink's looking to move in onto the Invoker. He's got that Orchid ready, but Puck waiting the sidelines. Invoker maybe in a little bit of trouble here as the PA and the Clinks jump on, but the silence coming in from Puck plus the Dream Coil. He set Yule Scepter Invoker himself up, drops the Necro units, and PA actually might be in a bit of trouble here as the Forge Spirit whittling down his armor. He's got to be careful though. He does finally go down. Invoker for the PA at the moment. Omni Slash coming through on the Clinks. That's going to be the Aegis burn. There was a track as well, but here comes the Sand King. But he doesn't use the stun. He actually does. Finally kills off the Invoker. Nicely done there. Healing ward down for the Radiant side, but look at it go. Witch Doctor with the ultimate. And the he's got the Aghanims upgrade. There's plenty of bounces to go around. Dazzle now going down to the Clinks. Well, actually, it's a Sand King that finishes him off. 3-for-1 trade. What looked like a good fight once again for the Radiant side. Turned around by a good Sand King ultimate, plus a Witch Doctor there. And Zeus going for that refresher here at the moment. Juggernaut. Is he going to... Yeah, it was the last tick of the Maledict. So back, he's not going to die back in base. He gets himself out. And so does the Bounty Hunter. This Clink's doing some work. Actually, he's got the Hex. He doesn't need the extra damage. He just wants to go for the extra lockdown, which I totally understand against these elusive heroes like the Invoker and the Puck. It's a great way of ensuring you can definitely get the solo kill, or you can go on one hero with the Orchid, hex up the other, and then you don't have to worry so much. As this is a very aggressive TP from the Puck, gets cancelled. Bounty Hunter trying his best to try and get some of these tracks out. Zeus maybe going to be the target here. In a lot of trouble. The silver edge damage comes out. Zeus, he doesn't. This is where he doesn't have the yours. Juggernaut actually doesn't have his ultimate. This has got to be careful. Clink's coming in now. 3 of the Radiant side. They're going to see the Clinks with. Oh, I need to micro these creeps, mate. Juggernaut uses the BKB, but that's not going to save you against Witch Doctor ultimate. The Dream Call and the Tornado cancelling that ultimate though. Juggernaut trying to right click against the Clinks, but that's very tricky. Puck shallow graved up. Witch Doctor does go down. That's an invis rune for the Puck, so he can reinitiate now without too much fear. Doesn't have the silence, but does have the orb, so can go forward. Use the blink and the orb offensively. Where's the silence? Where's the last right clicks coming in? There we go. Finally, Puck ends the life of the Clinks. That's going to be a big kill. Only the PA left alive. Tracked up at the moment. Does get the kill on the Puck, but I think this will be the end of her life. Goes down to the Dazzle getting the kill there. But all these creeps for the Invoker does some serious damage. And what Dire have been winning these fights, but Radiant taking a good fight there and go 2 for 5. The team wipe, very important. As we look over back at these graphs, the Dire were extremely in the lead, but now with the graph updating, there's a big spike back upwards. Team net worth pretty negligible at the moment. This Bounty Hunter keeping the Radiant in the game in terms of net worth with the track gold. What's he got coming on the courier? He himself is going for a Skadi. Looks like it's a completed Skadi as well. I wouldn't mind seeing him go for a Hex as well. As we see the Sand King blinking in aggressively. Gotta be careful though in case they have any detection. But Sand King using the ultimate. This is so much damage. Who does he go for? Bounty Hunter or the Dazzle? But it looks like both are going to fall at the moment. The Zeus ultimate being used, but Dazzle going down, even though he was protected against the Thunder God's Wrath. Puck finally finishing the treads. Wants that little bit of extra tank up against the nuke damage. Puck even has 4 sentry wards. He's like, screw it, I don't care, I'll pick him up. Should really put one down now because we'll spot the observer ward. Trying to stack this camp now should be successful yet. So that's a trip stack at the moment. But ping's coming out. This could be something that PA wants to take, who now has a full BKB. So doesn't have to worry about the Dream Coil. Or most of Invoker's ability is actually Sand King blinking forward, actually just stuns up the Necro units at the moment, waiting for the PA to come in. And PA kill. That's a lot of golden experience. You must remember those Forged Spirits and especially the Necro units give you a lot of bounty and a fair amount of experience as well. You don't want to give those away for free. So yeah, we saw the Juggernaut go for this BKB. I wonder if he would have just been better getting a Skadi with the blink in from the Sand King. The Hex up by the Clinks at the moment, but this is a good initiation coming in now from the Puck, using a big Dream Coil, but this Witch Doctor ultimate, look at it go, dealing some significant amount of damage as both the Juggernaut and the Puck go down, and this BKB Phantom Assassin, well, was going to go a bit further, but didn't get lucky with the crits. Zeus ultimate being used, Thunder God's Wrath, doesn't bring anyone down, but the refreshed version will kill off the Dazzle, and nearly gets the bounty as well. So it's 3 heroes down on the Radiant side. Did not catch the refresher there.
Radiant's middle tower is under
As we see Sand King with the ultimate positioning himself quite carefully here as the Dire pushing onto this T2 tower. Put down the Sentry Ward, try and negate any of this Silver Edge nonsense that the Juggernaut will try and pull. Still, so that's nearly all but one T2 tower, only the last outer tower there for the Radiant side, as the pressure onto this T3 and possibly the barracks comes in from the Dire side. They've got to be careful not to overextend though. This is where you lose the game, this is where you can lose your lead. TP in from the Juggernaut, is he going to Silver Edge? He's Silver Edge, trying to chase up to the Phantom Assassin, it doesn't matter, they can see it, he just wants to apply the break mechanic and the slow, but here comes the Sand King, blinking in, going forward, gets the stun onto the Juggernaut who didn't use his BKB, uses it now, the Witch Doctor with his ultimate again, actually gets cancelled from something, or the time comes up, the BKB from Juggernaut, they finish off the Witch Doctor, but the Juggernaut does actually go down to the right clicks of the Clinks now. Bounty Hunter hexed up, the stun missing from the Sand King, but Bounty Hunter invisible, they have no detection on the moment. Moving back closer towards the base, we see that the PA does go down, although because of this Sentry Ward, they now see the Invoker who's in a lot of trouble, the Zeus ultimate, Thunder God's Wrath, killing him off in the end, or at least helping the Clinks finally kill off the Invoker. So a 3-for-3 trade, although we see Bounty Hunter in a bit of trouble here. No gem though.
Radiant's bottom tower
And yeah, the
is
Skadi.
under attack.
Clink's invisible. Now it's 4,200 gold. He needs to probably move. Now needs to move back into some damage. Maybe a Daedalus or an MKB, something like that. Or even a Deso at this stage of the game does a significant amount, especially with the physical damage coming in from the Witch Doctor. Really help burst someone down. But this fortification comes out from the Radiant side. That melee barracks being attacked in from the Clinks with those scorched arrows, and he needs to get himself out of here. But gets silenced up. The Bounty Hunter hexed up, but I think this could be the death of Clinks if he's not careful. Puck orchided him up himself. Got the blink if he needs to. Clinks visible because of the track. That's a lot. That's a big deal. Clinks, staying around far too long. An unwanted guest in the Radiant base gets repelled and sent back to his own fountain via the Netherworld. So Zeus with this refresher, he's going to have double ultimate up in 30 seconds. Looks like he'll probably go towards that Shavers with the plate mail. Invoker now with the Ghost Scepter, pretty good counter against a lot of the physical damage actually. If you can put that off after both Zeus ultimates have been used, you can protect yourself from most damage. They got to watch out for the Sanking ultimate as well. He himself has picked up a Shiva's Guard. Let's have a look at some of these hero levels. Everyone level 16. Everyone's got their level 3 ultimates, which pretty big deal in some cases. The Puck is a little underleveled at the moment, but he was almost a position 4 considering the bounty took over. Has anyone picked up a gem? Because gem good for both sides, so maybe each side's scared to pick it up in case they lose it and give it to the other person. Juggernaut keeping his healing ward forward, well, while it was alive. The dust being used, they actually see the bounty hunter here. The stun from the Sanking, the follow-up damage is going to be too much. Actually double ultimate from the Zeus used to try and kill off this bounty. Took a little longer than you might expect because of the Skadi, but well worth it. Well, I don't know about the double Zeus ultimate. I'm not really sure that was needed. I'm pretty sure they had enough damage. Maybe they were scared about any support that was coming in, but there was none. Oh, Puck jumping in. Gotta be careful because if he gets silenced up, the Orchid from the Clinks, he can't jump himself out again. I guess he does have the Yours maybe. Here comes the Tornado, Deafening Blast, Meteor combo. Deals a lot of damage to PA, who has to use a BKB very, very late. But here comes who gets. So that must have been the Invoker who used the Yours onto the Sanking. Now inside the base, in a dangerous position. The PA also nearly went down, but the Witch Doctor and Sanking fatalities of this fight. As the other 3 heroes are currently retreating. Both the PA TP back as well as the Zeus. No, Zeus going for that Lotus Orb with the Perseverance and the Plate Mail. Pretty smart against the bounty. So it's good against the bounty because one, you can put track back onto him. Plus you can purge it off of yourself if need be. But there aren't very many other targetable spells apart from Shuriken and Cold Snap and Poison Touch. So I think the pickup's a little questionable, but might work. Clinks for the DD room. He's going to try and bring down the Dazzle here at the moment. He uses the BKB. In fact, it's newly purchased BKB. Zeus ultimate comes out. It's only going to be one of them. Hex onto the Invoker, but the Shallow Grave has some serious amount of physical damage coming in from the Juggernaut at the moment. Uses a Silver Edge to try and catch up to the PA. Uses that to stop her dealing as much damage, and the break mechanic really helping out there. And they finish her off. That's important. She does have buybacks, Sanking up in 10 seconds with his ultimate in 20. And here comes the Lotus Orb. Track back up onto the Zeus reflecting it back onto the Bounty Hunter, but it's still going to be the death of the Zeus, who stepped out way too far there, and this forces the buyback of the PA. Remember, the Sanking there has his ultimate, so you've got to be very careful. There are BKBs on the Juggernaut, and that's it at the moment. But here comes the Sanking. They're pinging him out. They notice it's happening. Where's the stun? Gets the stun. Actually, doesn't even catch the stun on the Bounty Hunter. So that ultimate really didn't lead to much, and this is a good dream call. Catching out the PA and the Sanking. Sanking pauses the stomp out at the moment, and Phantom Assassin blinking away to safety as that Juggernaut got some unlucky bounces, bringing him back towards the creep wave. But this does probably mean it's going to be a tower. Oh no, Sanking, you are visible. You are tracked up at the moment. The Witch Doctor ultimate bouncing around, dealing some serious damage here. Bounty Hunter is hexed up, can't really go invisible, but the Shallow Grave coming out just in time. It's a Soul Burn, doesn't kill him off at the moment. Sanking coming in, jumping in with the Barrow Strike onto the Invoker. But Invoker uses the Ghost Scepter just in time to stop any right-click damage coming with the Phantom Assassin. Sanking still alive at the moment with the using himself up at the moment. Juggernaut spinning, taking a lot of physical damage though, but once again a good grave coming in. The Phantom Assassin will go down. That's a dieback. Puck using the silence on the Witch Doctor, who gets knocked back by the Deafening Blast. Heals are going to save you for now. A double kill going the way of the Invoker and the Rax as well. Radiant more than happy with that fight. No buybacks on anyone. Only the Clinks left alive, who is sitting by his Ancient as he waits for the rest of his team to respawn. Zeus now here. Double refresher. Well, got the refresher ultimate, so 2 ultimates as the Radiant. Are they just going to push down the T4s? No. Pings come out onto this bottom lane as they want to push, try and maybe get Megas or at least another set of racks. 2 set of racks advantage, very important here at this point. Yeah, they absolutely, Zeus and the Clinks absolutely do not want to die here. They will just, oh no, the Yule's up from the Invoker. Zeus, you went too far, my friend. He does use the Wow, that's quite a lot of damage coming out of just of one Zeus ultimate because of the static field. Is that what it is? Yeah, the static field, but it's not going to be enough. The healing ward is down. He threw away his life there. Witch Doctor and Sanking up in just over 10 seconds. Is this the end of the game? This could be the end of the game. Zeus down for 60 seconds, and GG comes out from Zeus. That last fight without any buybacks is really painful. Klink's going to try and do what he can against the puck, against the right clicks, but the Yule's up perfectly timed from the invoker, and that is the end of the game. A very back and forth game there, but a couple of overextensions from the Zeus and the Klinks on the dire side kind of prevented any extra kills. Well, meant that the Radiant could get back into the game and actually inevitably win it. I'm sure if we looked at the graph, we'd see that the Radiant was still in the XP and gold lead at the end of the game. But that concludes that game. This just shows you the power of the Bounty Hunter. He was like a position 4 hero, and he was pretty much the highest net worth for the Radiant team for the whole game. And he had a big impact. That Klink's also in the off lane, position originally position 3. He had a very big impact in the game as well. I don't agree with PA's build going Battle Fury. It kind of showed that she couldn't be part of the fights, and only at the very end of the game was she really relevant. And even then, not so good. And Invoker won a game. Some very good plays from everyone, I must say. It was a very entertaining game to watch. Thank you, Magixter, for sending that in. I'll upload the VOD as soon as I can. If you enjoyed that, feel free to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Zambrella101. I would love some feedback as well, what I could have done better. I know I stuttered a few times. I got a bit caught up on some spells, the names. Sometimes you just draw a mind blank and then you're like, oh god, what is it called? But apart from those, I feel like I did okay. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.